So Terminator, you got that clip from the movie, right?
Yeah.
Plus,
Am I?
Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. But a back of mad links with the cubic cuts. Your music gotta make it the butt was doing for show. We're here to introduce you to the holy show. Chris is chillin', Terminator is chillin'. Paula and his people watching you think. Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin'. Click worth a billion, we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin'. Akron, Cleveland, LA, Vegas. Stockpile LeBron James. I'm a pro model, I see your brain in cap.
What's poppin' Vegas? It's Chris Thomas, the mayor, and welcome to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. I got the ambassador of hip-hop, Soren Baker. I got the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, DJ Terminator X. I got the Prime Minister from Rap City in the Basement, DJ Mad Links. And I got the sassy, fantastic lady herself of comedy, Noonie LaRue. All right, so the Chris Thomas Show is brought to you by 100% Sucker Free and the new book by Linda Wills, The Great Record Promoter. So we're going to have a great show today. Today, our topics is DJ. The first DJ, Spinderella of the group Salt and Pepper, said that she's been slided over the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Also, we're going to talk about the NBA pay increase dilemma. And we're going to talk about Natalia Bryant stars in a new Kobe Bryant Snicker commercial with Jalen Brunson. All of this on the Chris Thomas Show. So right about now, let's listen to the Barack quote of the day. I guess that was the Barack quote of the day.
Las Vegas. On HP Radio, 107.1 FM, and 1400 AM. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, that was the Barack quote of the day. And now it's time to show a little love.
Someone's echoing.
Love and Happiness.
Hello, this is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, and I'm giving you some love advice and happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. The summer and holiday season are prime opportunities for parties and cookouts. These events are usually fun and festive, but sometimes you end up attending an event with someone you just don't like. Dr. Andrea Bonaire advises that if you already know you will interact with someone you just don't care for, you can follow these easy steps. Number 1, have a plan before the meeting and rehearse it. Number 2, be mindful of your body. For example, you make a fist or roll your eyes when you see that person that you don't like. Number 3, don't personalize it. Ask yourself if you don't like you do, then change it. And lastly, remember you are loved. Medical research proves that when you believe you are loved and think about your loved one in a frustrating situation, you are able to neutralize the stress and the tension. This is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, where I'm working to make your day a little more loving.
All right. That was Love and Happiness. Give us a second or two. Somebody, guys, there's an echo going on, and I just want to make sure that I've been getting a lot of listeners. So
mute yourself a second,
everybody
Link.
check that. Check your echo. Check your echoes.
It's going now.
All right, but okay. So right about now, we got an answer to the love and happiness clip. Terminator.
Go to bed.
Okay.
Maybe get in a little quickie.
No. With you, never a quickie. Always a longie.
Yes, so that's how we feel about love and happiness. Never a quickie, always a longing. Tell me something. Are ladies, and I like to say this but people do have this. People have low self-esteem. Is people with low self-esteem better lovers than the ones that's confident? What about you, Soren?
Man. Thankfully, I'm very confident. So we'll see. I'll leave that to the unmarried folks in the room.
Well, I had a comedian who used to be on I used to be on the road with, and that was his strategy. He said, I mess with women that have low self-esteem. So that's just a question that I just threw out there. I'm not sure. I think everybody should be confident. What about you, Noonie? Noonie? All right. What about you, DJ Madley?
I say ain't nothing wrong with an overachiever.
What about you, Terminator X?
Well, a person with low self-esteem is going to try hard.
But you understand what I'm saying?
They're a little easier, I would say, too. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know. Just kind of a question. I was talking to a friend of mine last night, lady friend, and we were talking about that, and she kind of insinuated, but I kind of let her know that no, I'm just saying some people have more confidence than others. Okay, so let's get to the first topic of the day. Noonie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I was having some
Okay.
difficulties.
Okay. Did you hear the question?
I did, and someone that has low self-esteem is not a good person to be in a relationship. They need therapy first, because you need to love yourself more before you can even give out love. Because they're going to basically be loving you for them. So if you don't do something that they don't like, or if you don't do something how they would love you, it's like they get offended. So it's like they're searching for love more so than giving out love. So no, so the confident person, yeah, they love themselves more to leave your butt. So
Exactly.
the person with low self-esteem will stay as long as you show them just a little love, pull back, little love. As long as you give them a little bit of love, they'll stay. Nah, we can't be doing that. So confidence wins.
Oh, exactly. So let's get to the first topic that we want to talk about. And I know this lady, Spinderella. She was the first Spinderella with Salt and Pepper. And we've been trying to look it up, but I talked to her personally, and she was talking about all the things she did for the group Salt and Pepper. But they're being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're not taking her with them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I have a clip with her talking about the things that she did with Salt and Pepper. Here we go.
You are part of the first group album as Spinderella. It got released, right, and you're on the cover. But then after that, the right, Spinderella that hip hop fans grew on to know took over. So what exactly caused the split?
Well, what caused the split was a lot of internal, personal, female catty, jealousy, it's the same thing like I guess like the Supremes, It was a favoritism thing. I mean, Pepper and I were very cool. I don't know, it's been years, but the last time I did see them, her and I have we have a bond. Even though no matter what Salt says, me and Pepper have a bond. She knows, and I know, we know all the things that went down. She didn't want to include me in the movie properly the way it was, they had me like I was, some, roundaway girl, flunky or whatever. I don't know. And I know what other people observed it to be like, no, Spin, this is crazy. How she just tried to like throw you to the side like you didn't exist when you did so much for the group.
All right.
So after that, did you continue to record?
All right. So, Terminator, you are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, with all the greats. Is she being railroaded from the group?
Okay, let me from some firsthand knowledge. Number one, it is not up to Salt and Pepper who's inducted with them. The foundation decides, because we had the same problem with Public Enemy. As some of you may know, I left the group in the late 90s, and they used another DJ, and the Rock Hall would not include them, because what they do is the Rock Hall essentially inducts the folks that's known by the fans. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
The people, the members of the group that were around when the group was in the years that the group was most relevant, I guess. Now,
okay.
So it's not up to them in the first place.
It's not hard. It's not hard if she was the breakout album for Salt and Pepper, and I think they went platinum.
Yes, but the public doesn't know her. I mean, I know her because I'm in the business and I'm a big fan. But I mean, most people don't know anything about it.
Okay. What about you, Soren?
Yeah, I was going to say, if I could add, the challenging thing about this situation is, by the time Push It came out in 1987, because Hot, Cool, and Vicious came out in 1986. By the time Push It came out in 1987, the original Spinderella is not in the group. So, as great as Hot, Cool, and Vicious is, as much as I'll Take Your Man and My Mic Sounds Nice and all that is, that's just the very, very, very beginning of their career. And what they did after that far outweighs their contributions to music. And they did all of that, unfortunately, for the original Spinderella after the original Spinderella was out of the group. So from a fan, should she be in there? Probably, yes, absolutely, I would say, actually. But as far as weighting it, to Terminator's point, almost all of Salt and Pepper exists without her. And that, to me, is why she isn't, quote unquote, justified to be in there if they're going to really stick to, like Terminator said. And in reality, if the core of the group was around 10 years and you were in that group for less than a year, then no, you shouldn't be in it, even if you were one of the original members. So,
okay.
That's my opinion.
I agree. What about you, DJ Mad Links?
Well, to the points of Terminator and Soren, I'm just imagining this award being presented and the original Spinderella, no disrespect, but the fans and the crowd be like, who the hell is that talking? Because again, she was not part of the group at the time that they made their biggest impact. And also too, like, where does the line get drawn? So if you were part of the band before they cut the first album, should you then still be available to or part of the group that goes into the Hall of Fame? We heard about this Loch Ness Monster type figure, the fifth Beatle. All right, so when the Beatles go into the Hall of Fame, should the fifth Beatle, who wasn't a part of anything that we truly remember, be a part of it as well? So again, no disrespect to the original Spinderella, but Soren, again, to your point, as well as the Terminator, the Spinderella that the masses know and love is the current Spinderella from Salt and Pepper. So she honestly is the one that should go in this case.
Well, I'm kind of looking at it as like with Rap City. So if they say, all right, who hosted the show? We all hosted the show. Me, you, Joe, Tigger. So if you're going to bring in Rap City, you have to bring in what the article said. It was the longest running hip hop show. And whoever started it, that was the one that kind of helped them get there. I know you're talking about longevity. So, Noonie, what do you think?
See, I don't like that. Spin was part of Salt and Pepper, period. You know what I'm saying? She might not have been there from the very beginning or the end, but her impact was undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Leaving her out is like serving grits with no butter. You know what I'm saying? I like mine with sugar, not salt and pepper. But I'm just saying. But it just don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm being a girl's girl. Give sis her flowers and her plaque too. I'm just saying.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna call her and try to get her on the show so she can make her case. Now we're gonna go to links. You was talking about the girls in the WNBA. They will still want a pay increase. So this is a big dilemma because the NBA said they're losing money. So what's going down?
They didn't say they losing money. They are losing money.
I have your audio clip if you want
it. And just to make sure that everybody understands my feelings on this. Oh.
You got a clip?
You big dummies. You big dummies. All right, listen, once again, and look, I know some people are probably tired of hearing about this story, but it keeps writing itself. Okay, at the end of the day, you have a business that is losing money. It's never made a dime, not one single dime. Now, it's one thing I understand when you have a CEO along the lines of a Jeff Bezos, Travis Kafelnik from Uber and whatnot, and these CEOs are making more money than they should, hands down, and their stock goes up. Therefore, they justify that saying their salary goes up. But never do you have the workforce being offered a 400, that's 4 and 2 zeros after it, % increase in salary. So that what that means is the minimum salary would jump up to what the maximum salary currently is, $250,000 minimum. And the maximum salary then goes up to $1 million. Okay. Now, remember, the ladies of the WNBA, they are the workforce when it comes down to it, the same way that the men are the workforce in regards to the NBA. So when you're losing, that's not when you have your most leverage. Okay, as the men in football negotiations and the NBA have had in the past, this is not the time. So just the missteps of pay us what you owe. What do we owe? Y'all owe us. If I'm the NBA, right, y'all owe us. So what are you talking about? You sound dumb. You sound stupid. You sound like you don't know any business. And this woman, Kelsey Plum, she's the worst of the whole bunch. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, when some of the players have said it feels like a slap in the face. Since when has a 400% increase in salary ever felt like a slap in the face? I tell you what, you slap me every day with a 400% increase if that's what a slap in the face feels like. These women are out of touch. They have no idea about anything. They don't know what business is. Listen, the bottom line is, at the time where they are making their biggest jump and they have all the momentum and they have the will of the people behind them, they just don't know. They cannot get out of their own way and allow the process to take place naturally. Get the league to a healthier place. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm done. I don't want to see it no more. I don't care about it no more. As great as Caitlin Clark is, I'm done. These ladies just don't get it.
Exactly. What about you, Soren Baker?
You know, I think building on Madeline's point, the reality is that the women are players, but they're forgetting this is a business. And when you look to it from a business perspective, there's no reason they should be taking the stances that they have. There's no reason they should be attacking their best, most notable player. They're just sabotaging themselves every step of the way for a league that until a year or two ago basically was ignored by 95% to 99% of the sports media, on top of all of that. So now that we have our attention, we're going to cannibalize our best player, our most marketable player, and most attention-grabbing player, and we're going to offend all the people in the business world that are trying to actually help us and have made this possible for the last 20-plus years. We're just going to make them look bad in the public. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Links your
what about you, Terminator?
Links, can you mute because you're echoing? I agree. I think they feel like we should be making as much as the men kind of thing. What they're leaving out is that's not generating as much money as the NBA. So that's the key.
Not a fraction.
You know, so that's the whole point. It's not like they're being slighted because they're women. It's dollars and cents. That's plain and simple. And I'll leave it there.
Noonie, you're a lady. If you played for the WNBA and you was the star point guard and you played in the NBA for 5 years, would you expect a little bit more money because y'all have risen?
Look, they talking about how the WNBA losing money. Baby, listen, America been losing money since 1776, and they still printing money every day. You know what I'm saying? And don't use the excuse that, you know, these women out here running suicides and selling out arenas. So pay these ladies what they are. You know what I'm saying? They out here dunking on folks before work and after work. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't pressing snooze on the alarm, so they keeping it going. So, you know, but for real, but let me get this straight though. Billionaires can crash spaceships for fun, but you can't pay women who actually win games. Yeah.
That's exactly right. So, talking about the NBA, Natalia Bryant is in a new commercial for the Kobe Bryant sneaker with Jalen Brunson. So we're going to play that and we're going to talk about it. It's a pretty good commercial too. So your listeners and those of you who are seeing this on YouTube, Chris Thomas Show, Las Vegas, you tell me what you think.
5 rings, 1 for each finger. Come on down. Bring your wallet. You gonna buzz them in? Well. Captain Clutch, the Brunson burner in the flesh. Still hot.
I'm looking for something special.
We got bracelets, big body, loud wrists, lots of bling.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not it.
Say less. You an earring guy?
Nah.
How about some cufflinks? Twin snakes. Real venom.
What's she working on?
Not sure that's your speed. Gotta have that dog
I got
in
you.
you.
Let me just take a look.
Whoa. You reach, I teach.
Maybe if he passes the test.
Sure.
How are you in the clutch?
I'm pretty good under pressure.
Highly polished?
Yep.
Impeccable craftsmanship.
Definitely.
You ever give him that in the garden?
Of course.
You might be ready, but I'm still not convinced.
Well. You're so.
All right. That was the new commercial that's going to be airing soon if it's not airing now. So let me just go to the basketball boy that's through with it. Mad Links, what do you think?
Excellent commercial. It's a throwback to the energy and the creativity of a commercial that we used to see in the 90s and early 2000s. Super well done. What a way to honor the memory of Kobe being the mom of a Bryant and Jalen Brunson. I mean, like, yo, he's currently the king of New York basketball, and there's no denying that. And he's taken the Knicks to heights that they have not seen in quite a while. So I know the heart of New York and the faithful are looking forward to this season and seeing what happens. But great commercial.
All right, Soren.
I like the nod to it as well, to the Uncut Gems movie. If you guys haven't seen that, with Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett, it's an excellent movie. Highly recommend it, and it gave me some vibes off of that as well. So definitely a fan.
Kobe, a star forever. Terminator.
I'll agree with everyone else. I'll pass on it.
All right, Noonie.
I love it. Kobe legacy is still shining through his daughter. That's what we call generational greatness. Natalia out here modeling and honoring her daddy at the same time. I love it. Walking in her purpose. Go on, girl. I love it.
All right, moving right along. We're going to get to Noonie. What did you have for us right quick?
Oh, I got nosy Noonie news. I ain't nosy, but I got a question. All right, y'all. So welcome back to Nosy Noonie News, where I'm usually not in folks' business, but today don't count. You know, let's talk about friendships, relationships, or situational ships that should have been counsel ships. Okay, fellas, here's my question, and don't lie, because the mic is hot. Okay, all right. Do y'all have a homeboy that's never in a relationship but always got strong opinions on yours? Like, sir, you got Wi-Fi but no woman. How you got all this advice? Or better yet, can men really give other men real advice about women, or do y'all just trade trauma or call it a game?
Ooh, that's a great question. Go ahead, Noonie. You gonna
So yeah,
who
so
you want to answer that? Who do you want to answer that?
So I'm just asking because on behalf of homeboys, you know what I'm saying, they single by choice, the women's choice sometimes, but they be in their ear like, you know what I'm saying, bro, you know, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. So I'm gonna go with DJ Terminator, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's something a homeboy told you, some advice he gave you that wasn't quite right, but let me know if it worked or if it didn't.
Okay, well, I don't know one. I can't say I know one that I know someone that doesn't have a is not in a steady relationship, but I know someone who has several girls, you know, a ladies' man type of dude. You know, so he tries to give a lot of advice. I'm like, bro, I don't need no play advice. I need some real relationship advice.
Okay. DJ Madlings, what's the wildest advice that you ever got from a single friend?
I mean, I think that men and women are, in this regard are quite different. You know, that I can't say I've ever gotten any like, you know, real type of like serious, stupid or wild advice in regards to that. I mean, yeah, you would joke around and yeah, man, what you ought to do is this, or you know, forget these broads or whatever the case may be. But I think in our more serious moments, you know, there's been a lot of, at least in my personal experience, a lot of camaraderie and a lot of support and say, hey, look, man, hey, you know, if this is, you know, really what you want, hey, this is what you need to do. And if you ain't stepping up in this way to get it, then, you know, you may need to make some different decisions. So fortunately, it seems like I've had a lot of mature friends in this regard, and I'm thankful for that. And I hope I've been able to give some similar advice.
All right. Okay, Soren, I got a question. Okay, so what's the wildest advice that you got from a married, you know what I'm saying, since you're married? What's the craziest thing, like say for instance, you have to get your wife back? Like what's the craziest thing advice you ever got to get her back?
Man, thankfully I've never been in that position, but the craziest thing I remember hearing a very famous rapper told me once, I was like, well, why did you get married? He's like, well, you always want something good to come home to that you know is clean. What? He's like, yeah, man, you can do what you want to do, but you know it's always gonna be there for you at the house. And I was like, how do you know that? First of all, and second of all, if you like what? I was like, if you're doing what you're doing, she's probably doing what she's doing.
Yeah. In theory, she's in theory she's not, but yeah.
Right.
That's right.
But nah.
That was a great questions, Noonie. So I know well, Pop goes the Weasel. That's all I got to say. Hey man, my folks, she is excellent, wonderful. And I mean, as far as man advice, they're all wrong because they're trying to live their life through me. And if they're by themselves, they want me to be by myself, and I'm not. So we're gonna get to Soren. Soren, what do you have for us today?
Oh man. Speaking of ain't having no fun, I have a clip from Corrupt when I interviewed him on my YouTube channel, Unique Access Entertainment. And he was talking about his evolution because he's a lyrical miracle type of guy. And he was talking about having to learn song structure and Ain't No Fun in particular. At the end of the clip, we hear him talking about what Snoop was telling him when he first came in lyrically on that song, which is wild. So Terminator, when you're ready, let's make it happen.
Then the engineer has to start it.
All right.
Engineer.
Yeah, but Corrupt I've had the fortune of knowing since the 90s. And I actually have on cassette tape him rapping over instrumentals for one of the producers I know for about 45 minutes straight. We just sat in the car and I was like, hey, Corrupt, what do you think of these beats? And I just started playing them and he just literally rapped for like 45 minutes. I've never seen anything like it. It was phenomenal. So
so I guess Well, let me say this. The Chris Thomas Show has been brought to you by 100% Sucker Free and the new book, the great record promoter, Linda Wills. Linda Wills. So we got a clip from Corrupt here on the Chris Thomas Show with Soren Baker, the ambassador of hip hop. All righty. So let's get to the mix. Let's get to the mix, and we'll come back and we'll get to that. So, Terminator, what do you have for the R&B soul mix?
All right, we got some Her, some Diana Ross, and throwback to Switch, and Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
All right, here on the Chris Thomas Show.
Terminator X.
The dopest flyers.
I mean,
If you got any question, who ain't no one for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh, if I let you, don't take me for granted. If I work more than you could manage, yeah. Oh, come on, oh, we could be friends. Close to them people, giving me signs. Promise that you won't let me fall. Time, loving me right, giving me life, all that you could be. You're telling me lies, making me right. Wasting my time, before time.
Terminator X, let's go!
If there's a cure for this, I don't want it, I don't want it. If there's a remedy, I'll run from it. Think about it all the time. Never let it out of my mind, 'cause I love you. I got the sweetest hangover, I don't wanna get over. Sweetest hangover.
Terminator X.
I mean,
The dopest flyers.
Since we are lying here for the first time, you and I, show me what you do for me. You and me, I don't try to hide your nature. No, girl could never reach you. There'll never be a better, never be a Please come over here and let me whisper something in your ear. Say something good to you. You always wanted to hear. So real, I know you won't regret it. So good, there'll never be a better, there'll never be.
Terminator X. Terminator X.
I'm really wanna be a lover when you want some solitude. Sure. You wanna be a lover, you can have it. Ooh yeah, baby. You wanna be a lover, I will understand your mood, baby. You wanna be a lover, I'm really wanna be a lover when you want some solitude. Sure. You wanna be a lover, you can have it. Ooh.
You're listening to The Chris Thomas Show with Lalo Lopez, DJ Mad Links, Terminator X, and Soren Baker on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM.
Hi, this is Louis Mastillo from Mike and Molly and the Sopranos. When I'm in Las Vegas, I listen to Chris Thomas and the Top Notch Team.
All right. We're back to the Chris Thomas Show, sponsored by 100% Sucker-Free Brands. And the new book that's selling all over Amazon and her website, The Great Record Promoter. And we're here with the top-notch team, Soren Baker, the Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links, Nudie LaRue, and of course, Terminator X. So we're going to get back to Soren with the Corrupt. So we have that clip now for you, Soren. All right.
All right. Perfect.
And here we go.
Food. You know, I gave him my gangsta aspect, but that earned me what I mainly concentrate on, which is the mic. And, you know, even though my record got taken out of proportion, or out of its text, New York, New York was an accomplishment for me to be able to rock on the mic. You know what I'm saying? And just spill bars during a time when it was more about, you know, concepts and the whoop bop and the wham. I got an opportunity to rock the mic and give them what my bass is. My bass is the mic. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, making music is another thing. You know, Dr. Dre and Snoopy taught me how to make songs. Because before then, you know, I just wanted to flash flood, you know. I get on Ain't No Fun, start off with, man, I cut people's heads off quick. You got dog like, whoa, Corrupt, come on now.
So the reason I wanted to play this clip is because in the rap community, there's always this thing of great lyricists, but in the reality is people also have to make great songs. So I wanted to get Mad Links from you, the reality of seeing a rapper who's a great artist, but who might not be able to make great songs. How have you seen that help and hurt people over the years, regardless of their lyrical skill per se?
I mean, I think it's, you know, we talked about the NBA earlier, and the perfect parallel for that is somebody who is amazing, let's say like half man, half amazing, all the and one guys who are, you know, amazing with what they could do with a basketball, yet still did not have the things that it took in order to become part of the professional leagues like the NBA. Off the top of my mind, that one of the biggest cases of this was Cannabis from Queens, who arguably, in my opinion, probably went like top of the food chain when it comes to actual battle raps. The creativity and what he was doing was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, like the man cursed on radio without cursing. And because of him, I could do it now. There was a freestyle that he gave. He said, "I'm the baddest M other F ucker. Let me break the style down so you don't have to wonder." I mean, just the creativity in that absolutely, blew my mind. And he did it time and time again. But when it came time to actually make a record, fell very, very short. And one of the great things, we were talking about legendary DJs earlier, not just Terminator X, but DJ Spinderella. Well, the late, great Jam Master Jay was so instrumental in taking 50 Cent from just a street hood rapper into somebody who had the ability to make classic records. And those are two totally different things. Corrupt is a phenomenal MC. On the solo side, though, he never really had the ability to create those songs that would translate into actual hit records.
Yeah. And for you, Noonie, how much do the lyrics matter compared to, say, the chorus or the music itself? Like when you get into the verses.
I mean, first the beat actually has to catch you first for you to actually want to listen to it. But once you actually start listening to the actual music, then it means so much more. So it's very important, and then actually if you're a lyricist, that means you're a storyteller. So if I can follow your story, then I'm more interested in what you got next. You know what I'm saying? Then some people could just rap and just spit stupid stuff like what's going on right now. Bippity bippity bop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand nothing they talking about. You get what I'm saying? But you got somebody like Queen Latifah. I'm a queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, girl, me too. So it's very, very important.
All right.
Exactly. So for all the hip hop artists that were in the beginning, like the Curtis Blows and the Sugar Hill Gang, and Grandmaster Flash, and and Dougie, I was with them back in the day with Dana Dane. I think it's very important that the creativity. I'm amazed by how much creativity these artists have, especially with music and beats. And that was great, Soren. Thank you. So right about now, we're gonna listen to our comedy spotlight, and this is my buddy Godfrey on the Sin City.
White dudes are
Comedy
lucky because they get to be superheroes, man. Damn. I love Spider-Man. Right? But it's all white dudes. They get all these superpowers. Peter Parker was a corny ass dude. He was corny. He's like, spider. Damn. I wish I can get bit by something. But in my neighborhood, there's too many crackheads. I might get bit by a crackhead. It's Crackman. Crackman. I can't even fly. Crackman.
All right, that was Godfrey. Yeah, Crackman. Now we got our DJ, fantastic DJ, the Prime Minister, Rap City in the basement, our Rap City mix. What we got, DJ Mad Links.
Well, I mentioned LL. I mentioned Cannabis a little earlier, so why not start off the mix with some LL and then some Rick Ross? I got some Benny the Butcher, followed up by what's one of the best songs, in my opinion, that's come out in the last couple of years, Define My Name, Nas and Primo. Let's get it. It's the Chris Thomas Show. Time for some music.
All right. Live from Vegas.
DJ Mad.
So amazing. So many different hustlers you meet in the game. This Cole, don't put your trust in him. Let me explain. The greedy killer. He wanna to get the money, but he quick to feel disrespected. One slip of the tongue, wrong word selected. Bullets drilling in your melon when you least expect it. Number one priority, self-preservation. That applies to majority different situations. The daredevil type. Love to make a scene and hype. If he's the center of attention, you alright. You worry about his rep. Put dirt on his name, you getting slept. Extra sensitive, quiet as kept. So you gotta play it cool with him, laugh at his jokes. Don't inhale too deep when he pass you the smoke. He asking you a question, he might go for your throat. It's best to be transparent, or that's all she wrote. Always keep your word, always pay him back. Always keep your word, always pay him back. Always keep your word.
Living like a villain, sipping V on out the glass. Million on the wrist, quick to skip a battle rap. Corvette club, waving Maybach flags. 100-foot yachts, jumping waves, running laps. Really just want to smoke, really just want a piece. There's who want the most, somebody end up with the least. Shorty just broke a lease, ready to move with me. I put it all in the book, praying that she could read. Really, are you a G? It's just wanna see you running the numbers up. I feel I'm still in the lead. Tentacles in the streets, criminals getting cream. The 7 Series new Beamer, really it's not a thing. Always getting the money, still hustle the max. Always keeping it real, always getting it back. Just come with the drills. All I want is the cash. We're still on the rise. Why I'm charging the tax.
Always keep it real, always paying back. Always keep it real, always paying back. Always keep it real.
That is the boss. Gave my life to the game, had my mama concerned. And made a call when she saw when I got in return.
Broke my flow down, they still can't describe it in words. And all the work they say they put in, I gotta confirm. Put my hood in diamonds so you know how my block did it. Gun come with a Carfax, you know who I shot with it. Shot with us, you know me and mine. Crib's not furnished till a garage get a drop in it. And now I want nothing for free. They ain't know me then, bet they check it now. The best player getting drafted in the 7th round. I learned rules from the streets and wrote the lessons down. I know 155,000 weigh like 7 pounds. Said I'ma be a legend soon, I'm a legend now. Now, that's real. Said I'ma be a legend soon, I'm a legend now. I'm a legend now. I'm a legend now. I'm a legend. Yeah, 50,000 in the draw at the W was some. And every time I score, it's a W for the villains. I'm somewhere in the hood, elbow rubbing with all the dealers, saying because of you, we ain't been as comfortable in a minute. I beat a lot of charges, this money you got a part, and I'm a boss. Some off too bougie for Olive Garden. Rap circles round, that's my department. Put a block in the trunk soon as I got tired of talking. Money don't make you solid, it just make you 10 times more of the person you are before you got it. And all my jewels VIP drunk, where it's crowded, and I can't call it by name, cause I forgot it. Let's go. Said I'ma be a legend soon, I'm a legend now. That's real. Said I'ma be a legend soon, I'm a legend now. Yeah.
DJ Mad
What defines my name? 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 NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the bottle again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Vape pen, when I speak, it's like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly, I can walk in any spot, every box be soaking. From a time when weed was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds of their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shot them like real bullets and prop guns. Creep with baddies and sequence dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
DJ. What defines my name? What defines my name? What NAS? What defines my name? NAS? What defines my name?
DNA.
How y'all doing? It's your boy Joe Torre, and when I'm in Vegas, you know what I'm doing. I'm listening to Chris Thomas and the top-notch all-star team. Vegas, baby.
All right. That was DJ Mad Links. I wonder, have they ever did a documentary on DJs? Have they ever spotlighted? Were you on it, DJ Mad Links?
I was not, but they definitely have. They've done quite a few, actually. And usually they have, a lot of them have been done very, very well. I don't think that there's been a comprehensive one done as of late, but the art and the business that goes along with it have changed drastically. And I think that DJ Who Kid ushered in the era of the button pusher, and it's only gotten worse since that.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to our message of hope, and then we're going to come back and we're going to finish up the show. So come on back at the message of hope.
Succeed in what God is telling you to do. Look for confirmation that you've heard him correctly. That corroborating word may come as you read scripture, through friends, in a Bible study, or as you listen to sermons. But ask God to verify what you've heard him say so that you make no mistake in direction or timing. And take heart. Once you say to the Lord, I'm trusting you to show me when and how to move, it is then the Lord's responsibility to prompt you to act. So do not fear. Do not fear to move ahead. You'll know exactly what to do when the time is right. Power thought is Jesus, I trust you to show me when and how to proceed. Have a blessed day.
All right. And let the team say amen.
Amen.
Amen. So, Soren, you wanted to say something about one of the, the DJ documentary. I heard you about to say something.
Oh yeah, one of the ones back in the day that I thought was good was called Scratch. So if
Okay.
you get a chance, if people are interested in watching a good one or a pretty good one on DJs, I would recommend that one. That's the first one that came to mind when Mad Links was breaking it down. So just wanted to shout that film out.
Okay. So let's go back again and let's kind of wrap this up because this has been weighing on my mind about Spinderella. Can't they induct 2 DJs if they were part of a group? Mad Links?
I mean, to me, and Chris, I totally understand, the point that you're trying to make in regards to, let's say, like the host of the show Rap City, but it was a clear understanding that there was a lineage of hosts that were all a part of this. So when if we were to do this with Salt and Pepper, for instance, and you want to book Salt and Pepper, so now 2 DJs showing up, how does that work?
Well, because one was the original Salt and Pepper, who she was part of their breakout album. They didn't have CDs back then. They had an album, and she was part of their success. She was their DJ when they first came out. So that's what the point I'm trying to make. I know the other Spinderella.
I totally understand, Chris, but I mean, look at it like this. We're talking about Hall of Fame here. When you get enshrined in the football or basketball Hall of Fame, you go in under, like it being immortalized in 1 jersey. You don't get immortalized in 2. And I think this is more of a parallel in regards of this regard. Just my personal opinion.
All right. So, Soren, what do you think?
Building on all the points we've said, the challenge is that if we want to look at it from time, she's the only member that was in it for a very brief amount of time and an exponentially brief amount of time. And then beyond that, obviously she was integral to the group getting off the ground. However, she didn't write any raps. She didn't rap. And she did shows until the other Spinderella replaced her. And so then it's like, again, Push It is the line of demarcation for their ultimate success. I'll Take Your Man and My Mic Sounds Nice are probably my 2 favorite songs, which came out before Push It as singles. And Chris, as you know, in Maryland and DC on the radio with WPGC and WKYS in particular, those songs were huge and they would be played all the time. However, that being said, those songs are nothing compared to the Shoops of the world, or Let's Talk About Sex of the world, or Shake It Your Thing of the world, or Push It for that matter, all of which were released, Got a Man, all of which were released after Push It. So that's the challenge, and the reality is, as a fan, as somebody who loves rap history and somebody that loves the culture, I would absolutely include her. But given the parameters of what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame does, which I may or may not agree with, she does not deserve to be in there. So it's 2 things could be true at the same time. As a fan, would I want her to be in there? Absolutely. Under their guidelines and under their rules and regulations, she doesn't deserve it.
Noni, what about you?
She wasn't just a DJ, she became part of the Salt and Pepper brand, touring, producing, and contributing to their sound. What I don't like is, y'all keep saying another Spinderella, like, that they call the other DJ Spinderella too. Like they couldn't name her something else, like DJ Paprika, DJ Curry Powder, or DJ Kanye, or they couldn't name her nothing else. I'm just saying.
Well, something I understand because Fly Cry, they do the intro of the show, and he goes to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he was actually trying to get me inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I guess I know my place now. But who else is out there that belongs in the hip hop? Who belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? He was trying to get me into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, excuse me. And I haven't been up there so they can understand the history of what me and Mad Links did for BET.
Yeah.
That's what we did. So I know my place. I know my place now, but there's so many other people who have not been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Can you name me one or two, Soren?
Well, my favorite person who is actually in it in a very bizarre technicality, who deserves it, is LL Cool J. He's not actually in it. He's in it in some weird like artist achievement, but he's not an actual member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like other artists, which I find extremely bizarre because he is, after Curtis Blow, he's really the first rap solo superstar, and he shifted the genre, of course, with I Need Love, but beyond being a phenomenal artist that has all kinds of hits, resume, changing the styles. So that's one that always stands out to me, and it was very bizarre when he got this kind of back of the hall side alley induction. So I've never understood that.
Mad Links?
I would personally love to see DJ Premier go in a producer category. I think that while we have seen so many hip hop artists, as far as like the rappers and whatnot, go in, his contributions to the sound of the culture are completely understated. And I think I hope that the people who are in control of those nominations start to take a look at that. And Nooney, just to address one of your points from earlier, Salt and Pepper was created by a guy by the name of Hurry Love Bug. So
exactly,
in this case, we have to understand that, like, to an extent, these were like roles. So, for instance, when they subbed out Aunt Viv on The Fresh Prince, this probably would have been more like that. I totally understand your point, but if we're talking about a reason why maybe that name change didn't take place, which it clearly could have, to your point, this may have been a reason why it did not happen.
But DJ Paprika do sound good, don't it?
Hey, and Nooney, thank you for being on my side. Thank you. So, well, I mean, is there anybody that you think that should be there before their name probably comes up?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say another person who, even though NWA is in, Eazy-E should be in there absolutely on his own, because Eazy-E, really, people forget, JJ Fad actually launched Ruthless Records.
Yeah.
That's Dr. Dre's first gold production, and that really funded and got Ruthless Records in the door in the business of it. But then also before Mary J. Blige, there was Michelle A., the real pioneer of rap and R&B and hip hop done at a gold and platinum level through Dr. Dre with Nice D, and of course she was in the World Class Records.
We got around 30 seconds.
Yeah, but then he discovered Black Eyed Peas as the Ap Band Clan. He had Bone Thugs and Harmony, who sold more actually than NWA by more than a little bit. So Eazy-E to me is somebody that definitely deserves it.
Okay.
All right.
I got one.
Well,
and I know
we got a roll. We can save till next Wednesday.
Okay, gotcha.
I want to thank the top-notch all-star team. I want to thank Soren Baker. I want to thank Terminator X, the Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links. I'm really serious about this Rap City. I go to bat for these guys because they are stars. You hear me? Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. We want to thank the Hall of Famers. We want to thank Mark Hayes and thank Tony Medley and thank Linda Wills also for her book. And of course, 100% Sucker Free. We're out of here. Later, alligator.
Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Fly Cry, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage, the original host. Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. Relay like all other Vegases. Every time you on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy is off in the cut. But a pack of mad links with the cubic cuts. Your music that'll make you do the butt. We're storing for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin', Hall of Famers reppin', people, what you think? Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin', Click word for Billy and we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin', Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly Cry, LeBron James a rap. I'm a pro model, I see your brain and cap.